Welcome back. I would like to talk about inspirational and motivational quotes and do they work? I don't know about you, but recently, given the situation with the pandemic, I have found that my social media feeds have been full of quotes, very many different inspirational quotes that are supposed to make us feel better and help us go through difficult situations. Some of the ones that I found were, for example, there is a difference between giving up and knowing when you had enough. That's one of them. The other one is keep going, everything you need will come to you at the perfect time. Everything is going to be okay. Be strong, believe. Last one, make your life a masterpiece. Imagine no limitations on what you can be, have, or do. Right. So they seem great, but how long do they actually last after you read them? Are you truly feeling motivated by them? Do they really, really inspire you? The answer to that is really individual. And when it comes to inspiration and motivation, things are not really that simple. It's not as simple as reading a quote and feeling like my life is simply going to turn around because I read something. However, there is something in it, and I will talk about it a little bit later. The thing with motivation is that it can come from outside, so we call that external motivation, or it can come from within. An example of external motivation might be I'm studying medicine because my family really wants me to be a doctor. Or I want to lose weight because I really want to get really positive feedback from others. When the motivation comes from within, it might look like I'm studying medicine because I'm really interested and I really want to help others. Or I want to lose weight so I can be fitter and stronger and feel more energetic and more agile, right? It's the motivation within that gives us the courage, willingness, and perseverance to achieve a long lasting change. The external motivation normally doesn't last or motivate us for a very long time. So sometimes we think, okay, I'm inspired, I'm motivated, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to lose weight. That's all fine and good. However, if you don't have the right skills, knowledge, direction, and the right supports around you, that's unlikely to happen for a prolonged period of time and therefore result in a real change. So it's not as simple. Some motivational quotes and inspirational sayings can really be useful. And they can be useful when we are at that point where we have done what we need to do to prepare ourselves for making that change. And we are kind of on the edge, and sometimes we just need a little bit of push to just evoke that inspiration, right? So that can be really helpful. Another example of when inspirational talks or quotes can work is in coaching and sports environments, when you would have seen coaches gathering the team and players and giving them a really good pep talk. It's immediate, it resonates, it's quite strong and it's deep. It feels like it's charging, right? That kind of motivation is not meant to last for a long time. It's just basically for the next half of the game. And it does what it's meant to do. So overall, yes, it can work, but it also depends at which point of your journey you are when you hear that motivational quote. So The people, the motivational speakers that are the best and are more effective are the ones that can basically tap within you that place from where the motivation is going to come, right? So, motivational speakers who will be able to unleash your internal, intrinsic motivation. Also, I would like to say that everybody is different, and different motivational, inspirational quotes or sayings work differently. So, there might be certain things and sayings that you really relate to. Then, when you are going through a change, when you are trying to achieve something, you can always choose those, write them down somewhere, and have them handy so they can work as just that kind of push when you need it. And that's where they can be really, really effective. Unfortunately, in a lot of instances, we read it, we feel all fired up, we are motivated, and then the next day we lost that motivation. And then we might feel actually worse about ourselves. In addition to that, some of the motivational quotes can really be dismissive and invalidating of the way we feel. Like the one that I said, everything is going to be okay, be strong and believe. Yes, but it doesn't acknowledge where I am right now. And that's a really, really important step that needs to happen before things can be better.